What's going on, everybody? We are back. You see it. Let's go. Know the ledge. Saturday mornings, we are here. Pew, 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 pew. One day. I don't know what it is. I don't have anything for that. I don't have any. Wait. I gotta have something, right? There's gotta be something here, no? No. I don't got that sound. That's not the. Hope everybody's doing good. I hope you guys are doing well. As we continue to chug along through this off season, things have obviously gotten a lot quieter. There's not a lot of things to be done. All we are like crossing our fingers and hoping that training camp comes sooner than later. But it is what it is. But back to these Knicks. So yeah. Shout out to everybody. Hope you all are doing well this morning. Walter Blackman is in the building. Salute, my brother. I appreciate you. I hope you are doing well. He said, good morning, Ron. I hope all is well with you and your family. Same on your end, Walter. Andios NYK is in the building. Salute. He said, peace, love, blessings to us all. Hit that like and subscribe to the channel and enjoy the show. Thank you, Andios. Appreciate you as always. Like I said, guys, please go support Andios on Instagram, man. He's patiently waiting for the basketball season. He's just eating his popcorn. He's ready. And nice new logo, Andios. I see you. Shout out to Deron Wayne, a member of the SKF Army in the building. Salute, Deron. Hope you're doing well, my brother. He said, peace and blessings to you, Ron, and the family. Thank you. Shout out to 713 Game of Fliggity. What up, brother? Another member of the SKF Army. Appreciate you, my brother. He says, I can't call it. I can't call it either. I don't know, man. Dwayne Dennis is in the building. Salute, Dwayne. Thank you for Saturday morning Knick chat. I think I can safely say we all appreciate spending time chopping it up, talking about our favorite team. Facts. I definitely enjoy it, man. Thank you for being here and rocking with me. Appreciate you. What up, Ivory 10? How you doing, brother? Hope you're doing good. Salute, Knicks fam. If it isn't the newest Knick insider doing his thing, what up, bro? Yeah. Oh man, from your lips to God's ears. One day, man. Honestly, doing this Knicks stuff and being able to talk Knicks, one of my favorite teams, because I'm also a Met fan and a Giant fan, so let's not get it twisted. But being able to talk Knicks is just a fun experience, man. I enjoy it. I can't tell you, some people like look at it and like, oh, you're doing a podcast or whatever, and yeah, all right, listen, to me, this is great. I like sometimes in life you don't know what you're good at or what is something that can keep you fulfilled. I got my family, I got my job, and having this podcast thing is like that third thing that I really needed. You know what I mean? So I enjoy it. It works for me. So I hope other people that are content creators feel the same way. But I'm having a great time. And look, if any opportunities and stuff opens down the line that I wasn't thinking of, who am I not to like think about it and pursue it if something happens? I mean, I hope. We'll see. I always thought that one day, because I was a kid, people was like, oh, you know what? One day you gonna wind up on radio. Who knows? But I'm a little old now, so if this dream hasn't happened yet, we'll see. But appreciate you, Ivy. Yes, hit that like button. Hey, Darlene is in the building. You know what, Darlene? I haven't given this to you yet, but you know what? You've been here long enough. I think that you should get my special treatment for the special ladies out there who watch still Knick fans. And that is, now that Darlene's here, the show can really start. Let's go. All right, Darlene. Appreciate you. David Smith is in the building, a new member to the SKF Army. Appreciate you, David. Thank you for signing up, man. We could always use some new blood in the membership. Appreciate you guys. And as I've said before, guys, if you are, you know, have the means and want to do it, no pressure. You don't have to do it. Listen, once again, like I said before, just your support on the channel, just watching the shows, and if you want to be interactive in the chat, appreciate that. If you want to give super chats, all that stuff, buying a coffee, all that stuff is great. Joining the SKF army is just another step, another level, if that's something that interests you. Wiz says, I missed most of last week's show, so now I think I prefer to the replay gang because I was able to fast forward past your dance. He says at high speed you still have no rhythm. Get out of here with you don't know. You wish you could get down like this. Hey, they not like us. They not like you ain't ready. You just ain't ready. That's all it. Look, I'm not gonna judge you because you can't do it. It's fine. Not everybody can. Just be there to support, man. Stop the hate. Congratulate. What you doing? As how do you feel about the rumors of Robert Williams to the Knicks? I don't like it. I'll be honest. I don't like it, bro. Talent wise, I'm getting old now. I call people kids. Talent wise, the young man is really he's got a lot of talent. His his game is just a solid game. His defensive ability is fantastic. His timing is fantastic. From just a talent standpoint, there's nothing wrong with it. It would be great. Nice addition. I mean, it doesn't give us that much different than what we got now, but it gives us what we would want, right? Uh Problem is he's another I mean, he might be worse than Mitch. I don't know. I mean, just can't stay healthy. Listen, if there's one thing that I think the Knicks are starting to get is that they got to get healthy players. You know what I mean? They cannot keep getting these guys that are injury prone. There's certain teams that can take chances on guys. Like if your team is already a certain way, like not them now because they've already kind of addressed it, but like the Dallas Mavericks. You know, the Dallas Mavericks could score with anybody. They got scoring guys over there, right? But they needed a little bit more help. They drafted Lively, which was a great move, and then they wound up, going out in the streets, in them NBA streets. They went to Charlotte and got some help. That's the type of thing that I'm saying. Like they needed that help, and they could take a chance on somebody. I mean, I'm not saying PJ was a chance. Like, he going to get PJ was not that. But I'm just saying if they wanted to go get Robert Williams, yeah, I could see them trying to do it because they're already a really good offensive team. And if he comes in and is healthy, he's going to affect what they got going on. Problem is, and if he gets hurt, he gets hurt. They can take a chance. The Knicks at this point can't take a chance because you already got Mitchell Robinson. Now, say Mitchell Robinson wasn't here, right? And we traded him, just for example, and we only had Hartenstein and we needed another backup. You could take a chance with Robert Williams because you could say, well, we had Mitch, and we were able to kind of do certain things. We get Robert Williams, it'll be similar to Mitch, but and health wise, it'll be similar as well. But maybe we can make it work. But you can't do Robert Williams and Mitch. Nah, man. Nah, you can't do that. That's like a nightmare. I can't see it, bro. That health issue is serious. I mean, these guys, we could be with no center. Julius Randle be playing the five all year and stressed out. And like, I want to get out of here. I'm not re-signing. It would be crazy. Yeah, I can't see that. But I hear you. The rumors are going around, but I don't see rumors are just rumors, right? Somebody's got to say something. And for this Robert Williams rumor to be happening, to me, it feels like it's coming from over there where he's at. You know what I mean? They're trying to get him up out of there. My opinion, but whatever. Nick Yak says he was blocking shots in summer league, and I see nothing wrong with his defense. Are you talking about summer? I'm just talking about I'm talking about him as a professional because I've seen what he can do in the summer league and in the G League. I'm talking about what he would do in the NBA because if that was the case, he would already got a shot. He would we've been you guys saw last year, were we not all year, 50, I'm sorry, all year, but 50 games without Mitch? Scap was in the G League, wasn't he, for us? I thought he was still with us in the G League. If not, I'm sadly mistaken, but I thought we still had Scap in the G League. And then when the G League finished, I don't think Scap was on any other teams. He was just sitting out there. Knicks had no backup center for 50 games. Why didn't they go get Scap then? And it's not like, oh, well, it's the playoff basketball and you wouldn't want to bring in Scap at that point. No, we were without Mitch for 50 games. They could have brought Scap in a long time ago. They see him all the time. Why didn't they bring him in at that point when we had no backup center? That's what the question you want to ask yourself. These are talent evaluators. These are coaches. These are scout people that they have in the organization. They know what they got in Scap. Why wasn't he a part of the team then? There was a point, I think they had him on. I don't know if I'm mistaken, if it was earlier in the year or later in the, I don't know. There might have been a point where he was even on the bench at one point, just filling the roster on the bench, but never used him. So I don't remember, but I kind of feel like I did see him, but it could have been early. I don't know if you guys seen, there's a poll put up on YouTube asking the question, what do you guys think? Should SKF Weekly stay at Mondays at 9, or should we switch to Wednesdays at 9? We're just trying to get a feel for what you guys think would work. If you guys have any preference, I mean, we're already kind of thinking about the decision ourselves, what makes sense for us, because there's a lot of stuff going on, people's personal lives, work related stuff, and we're trying to make sure that we're able to do the show together. But we'll see. We'll see. If Mondays works best, then we would stick with Mondays. But if not, then we might consider switching to Wednesdays. We're just trying to see what the community thinks, right? So we'll see. We'll see where we go with that. And then I'm also excited because hopefully we are going into the second week of August, and in a couple more weeks, Jose should be coming back. So that'll be pretty dope. And we'll be the three amigos again. Robert Williams still wearing his Boston green. Yuck, but it's all right. Nope. Anyway. All right. So, okay, wow, 6 games with Portland, huh? That's exciting. All right. I mean, and what's his height? 6'9", 249. Okay. Mm-hmm. I mean, I will tell you, man, the dude's got the ability. I mean, look at this season with Boston, 21-22. 9.6, almost 10 rebounds a game, 2 assists, 2.2 blocks per game, 10 points per game. Yeah, I mean, he's got the ability. And then the next year, 8 points, 8.3 rebounds, 1.4, 1.4 assists, 74% from the field because he's always around the basket. But I do like the fact that, look at his free throw shooting, guys. 61%, 72, 77, career 66. That's decent enough for a big man. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, he's got the talent. It's the health. There's a reason why Portland, you know, is not all bought into him. It's the health. It definitely is the health. Yeah, I don't know, guys. That's a tough one. I don't know about that. Uh, might have to say that's a no go. That's a no good. I can't rock with this one. Healthy, yes, but I don't know. All right, well, I guess that's enough of Robert Williams. Um, let's see. Uh, oh my God, damn, Kevin. Jeez. Allah says KP is injury prone too. Sometimes it works out, but even he injured again. Injury part of the game. Yeah, but if we already got an injury concern, we don't want to add another one, do we? I just think that we need to take it easy with that idea. Stay away from him. And shout out to everybody tuned in. Appreciate you. People on Facebook have shown love. Thank you guys. Shout out to the people tuned in on X. Appreciate you. And also the YouTube folks. Thank you for being here and rocking. As always, please smash that like button if you haven't already done so. We appreciate it. And you know, maybe some of y'all aren't familiar with what it looks like. Because I am here to show you it looks a little something like this. Thank you. Um, and also, guys, once again, if y'all don't know, we are still on the road to 3K subscribers. Please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the show if you enjoy the content. Please tell anybody who you think might be interested in checking out this Nick content and supporting the show. I can't tell you how much it means. Appreciate it. Let's see where we're at. Okay, we are currently at 2,861 subscribers, guys. Y'all have been doing the damn thing. Right, and you guys know Jericho has just not gotten a lot of minutes, not gotten a lot of opportunities to shine. But I want to talk about this for a second, guys. Right. So, first year he played 41 games. He even started 5 games in his rookie season, which that was something. That's probably towards the end of the season, right? But still, 13 minutes per, right? He shot 72.2% from the field, which we know he's a dunker. He got a lot of easy opportunities whenever I mean, not a lot of easy opportunities. His opportunities were easy because you can see, look at the field goals, like it's 1 to 1.3. That's like one shot per game, maybe two. Like that's not saying a lot, right? He doesn't shoot the three. He shot 41% from the free throw line. Yeah, that was not good. But the thing about excuse me, 1 second. One of them days, I'm super choked up with this. Like, I don't know, man. Let you guys know my gripe with life when it comes to iced coffee. I can't stop, but it is definitely not good for me. I should be drinking a nice little hot tea right now, and I'd be sounding great. But this is not doing it. As I take another sip. So 41% from the free throw line, 4 rebounds per game, 4 rebounds in 13 minutes. That's not bad. That's not too bad considering he's of the backup variety, right? Um, less than half of an assist, less than half a block. That half a block thing is always something that bothers me. You guys hear me talking about big men when it comes to blocking shots, and especially Jericho Sims. I've always get bothered by that because the guy can touch the top of the backboard. Yeah, he can't block shots. Like he just doesn't have the timing. Can timing, some people have it, some people don't. Can you work on it? Yes, to get it to be a little better. Yes. But yeah, he just doesn't have that innate talent to block shots. I don't know what it is. Steals, I mean, that's not really his forte. And then we talked about the shots, 2.2 points because he's only getting 1 to 2 shots at that time. So that was year one. Year two, 52 games played. He started 16 games. Averaged 15.6 minutes, shot 77% from the field, 75% from the free throw line. Not a lot of attempts, but he was much better at knocking them down. That's a good sign. 4.7 rebounds. Same thing, the 0.5. I mean, you could just tell, like, this is him. 0.5, 0.5, 0.3. Like, he just He just don't do a lot of that. And then 3.4 points. He got a couple more opportunities because he played a little bit more. And then the 2023-24 season, 45 games played, 11 games started, 69% from the field. Once again, still high field goal totals because he's close to the rim. 66% from the free throw line. We can kind of deal with that. That's not horrible for a big. And then 3.3 rebounds. His rebounding went down. 0.6 assists, 0.4 blocks. His That went down a little bit, but it wasn't high to begin with. Then 0.2 steals, right? And then 2 points per game. Now, we look at all this and we always look at Jericho Sims and we say, man, the guy looks like he has some talent, but he just can't make the best of it. What is up with Jericho Sims? We used to ask ourselves this question all the time with him. We used to see Tibbs not playing him, or when he was out there, sometimes Tibbs would be barking. You know how Tibbs barks when you don't do something that he likes, right? But then, you know how a mindset happens and you start to think like this is who a player is. Like Tibbs is just going to play him when he plays him, and he's going to bark at him because he's not doing something. But maybe we are being a little too harsh with that, guys, because as I've been looking at some film and some game tape and stuff, and also looking at what other people, and these are not Nick content creators, these are people that are talking about Jericho Sims for whatever reason. It's been brought to my attention that maybe we've been a little harsh on Jericho Sims because the guy's got, he's a specimen. You guys see him; he's a monster. Let's look at this now. I've shown this before, but for the sake of being able to show something, let's take a look at this. Stop sharing that. So you guys can see right here, he's clearly working on a turnaround. It doesn't look too bad. You can see that he's putting in the time, putting the effort. Look at Mike Bibby right there. Look at that. He shot that lefty, fading to the corner. That's interesting. Look at this again, lefty. Like, why would he be doing that? Which kind of shows you. I mean, do you guys see how his touch is? Look at the right. No, he's going lefty again. No, that's right. This time he's right. Why is he doing it with both hands? What is he trying to show you guys? You know what I mean? So I think we just have to be, give him a fair shot. Let me take a look at. Let's put up another. Once again, I've showed this before, but like I said, for the sake of YouTube not freaking, copywriting it or whatever, they let these videos rock. Let's show one more, which we've seen before. This is definitely something that can help his game. I wouldn't expect him to do a lot of this, guys. We've already talked about it. Look at that, Jericho, right outside that NBA three that all the bigs are trying to get. He's right on the line though. They got him like right up to the line. Watch, guys. Like I said, maybe maybe there's something to this whole thing about Jericho that we are overlooking. This one really is it because the Knicks are championship, like trying to be championship ready. If Sims doesn't look like he can be a contributor to this team, I think they may move off of him because right now he has a good contract. He's making a little bit of money and it's great. He's not in a position to ask for a lot more. And so it's a benefit to the team if he can give them anything. But if it doesn't look good and we can't use him, even if it's not a lot of money that we're paying for him, you could still bring somebody in making, a little bit of money to fill his role that might give you a little bit more. It's not, you can't always find it, but you can. There's guys out there. And then plus the Knicks are becoming a better team. So now you're getting to the point where the NBA veterans do know how to play basketball, but don't have a lot in the tank. We're like, yeah, I'll go join the Knicks. Why not? It's Madison Square Garden. They got a chance to win. I'll take the 2 million per. I'll do it. Why not? I'm about to be out the league anyway. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't just say, because I know before we had this conversation in the past, and some people were like, well, but Sims is making cheap money. Knicks, to avoid having to pay a lot of money and not having a lot of answers, you get Sims. He knows the style of play and all this stuff. It's like, it's easy. It's like, just do it. Nah, sometimes that works. But when the Knicks are getting to a certain point where now your levels have increased as far as what you are as a team, and now other people are looking at you, now you can get into that bag. You know, that bag that we always talk about when I'm like, damn it, how the Lakers get this guy, how the Lakers got that guy. The Knicks might get into that bag a little bit where guys want to just come to the Knicks. Yeah, I'll take 2 million. Yeah, I'll do it. So just saying, when that that's something that Sims and his agent need to think about. So this might be the year that we see Sims take a step forward, I think. D-Rex says the only thing that gives me faith is that we recently learned Sims was dealing with injuries for the last 2 years. Do people usually step up their in their fourth year of the NBA? Well, fourth year in the NBA is actually something that's really pivotal and important for a lot of guys. Shout out to D's World of Hoops. D used to say this all the time, that generally after 4 years in the NBA, you're either here or you're out. A lot of guys after 4 years in the NBA no longer have an NBA career. Okay. 1 second, guys. I'm up here for Dolski, so no big deal. But I gotta just 2 seconds I need. So I'm gonna give you guys a little. I need the dating game music. I'm gonna get that too, guys. That's what I need. Like a little intermission music, real quick. You give me 2 seconds, and I'll be right back. Let me see what I got here. A little old school hip hop. Hey. Okay, I'm done. I'll be right back. Let's go. Okay, I'm done. All right. Thank you, guys. Sorry about that. Let me bring my guy Sam up here in the building. Sam.
Yo, what's going on, Unc? How we doing?
Chilling, man. Can't complain. How you?
Hey, I'm great, man. Classic start in 2 weeks, but I got a light load this semester, so you guys will still be seeing the consistency from me showing up every Saturday that I can.
Nice, brother. So, like, how much more time you got left?
Last year, man, May 2025 is when we walk across that stage. So future Esquire here, and since Milwaukee, or not Milwaukee, Wisconsin has bar privilege, I don't have to take the bar here. So essentially, as soon as I graduate, I'm an attorney. I'll swear in about a few weeks after. So if I
Wow.
want to practice somewhere else, though, I do need to take the bar. So I probably will be taking a test just to make sure I can practice outside of the state. But yeah, I'll essentially be an attorney May 2025.
Wow, that is great. Let's give our guy Sam some early applause. Like, what happened here? How'd I
You'd
get
be
here?
surprised. You'd be surprised.
So, what I want to talk about now, real quick, is kind of the main topic of the show. And listen, man, you talk about a world tour with Muhammad, my man. Like, it's all about the Jalen Brunson effect. Like, he is the king of the city for real. We can't stop talking about him and what he has done, what he will continue to do, what he has become as a person, as a man, as a basketball player, as a leader. He has just become the 36th New York Knicks captain in franchise history. He had the you want to call it the swearing in ceremony. Like, he got to pass the torch from other New York Knicks captains as well as other sports captains in New York, like Derek Jeter and a bunch of other people said some really nice things about Jalen Brunson. Patrick Ewing had something really nice to say about him. I thought that was pretty dope. And it was enjoyable to watch. We love Patrick Ewing, and anytime he can do anything with regards to talking about our Knicks is a fun moment. But yeah, man, this Jalen Brunson effect, I think it's incredible. I think it's incredible, and we just have to really take a step back and a look at what we got going on here, man. Like, he is, for all intents and purposes, like the best thing possible that could have happened to this franchise right now after all the ups and downs of the different coaches, the Kurt Rambuses, the Mike Millers, I mean, Woodson was good, but uh the Hornaceks, the
Fizdale.
Fizdale, like, yeah, like, oh my God, like all of that instability, right? And then just the players, we talk about the players and how these teams looked. Uh like, I'm so happy that we finally got. First off, we were able to address the point guard. I mean, to me, he's the best point guard since I know people are going back like even further, but I thought Raymond Felton was a good point guard, especially the first time around. Second time around, he was okay, but first time around, Raymond was balling. So, like, I feel like he's been the best point guard. I don't want to disrespect anybody that we've gotten since then, but we might have gotten guys that were kind of over the hill. They might have been great at one time, but we didn't get them when they were great. You know what I mean? So I feel like we just haven't really been able to address that situation. We finally have with him, but he's been so much more than advertised. As he's been under advertised because people didn't know what we were getting. So yeah, man, how do you feel about just Jalen Brunson's impact, bro, and what he's been able to do so far, joining this Knick club and the organization and affecting the culture?
Yeah, so it's just a major thing when you look at it. The way he's changing the game just for superstar level players is everybody's come out and said it on like the major networks, but nobody ever has really done this before, where they've sacrificed pretty much that much money up front to contribute to a winning organization. And then as well, he has no complaints from any teammates that he's ever had. That he's Wiz never felt.
This guy, man, he is crazy.
Oh
Thank you,
man.
Wiz.
But yeah, he's had no complaints. I mean, Jalen Brunson is the ultimate team player and he's the ultimate professional. So the way he handles himself and the way that he just shows to be just such an unselfish player on and off the court is something that I think the league is on notice for and this team is on notice for. And fans can really, get around a guy like that because he's so unselfish. He carries himself well. And on top of that, he's a great basketball player for us. So I mean, all of those things. And then if you look at it, if you're just coming off of a kid perspective, you see a guy who, he's not uber tall, he's not uber athletic. He just put in a lot of work and a lot of time to perfect his craft, and he showed how far he can get to the next level. So it's very inspirational too for those kids who are, in the youth that really want to go to the next level and aspire to be an NBA player. So Jalen Brunson, he really checks off all the boxes if you want to have a superstar on your team, and I think we're lucky to have him, especially for the way that we got him here. It's a blessing for sure, and I'm looking forward to see how we go with him, in the years to come. But I think now he's just got to just keep proving the naysayers wrong, because now, of course, you're going to have guys say, "Oh, he was only doing that because Randall's out, da da da," even though he was already scoring. I mean, all he did was just up the amount. He's already been, pretty much as efficient as he was last year. He just upped the amount of what he was doing because of the injuries that we had on the team. So I think, he's just going to have to keep proving people wrong, show why he's a perennial all-star to come in this league and a superstar in this league. And I think we're in a very good place.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. Yeah, 100%, man. He's just been fantastic, and everything you just said is what he embodies and what he's been doing and trying to continue to do for this organization. I got Jay Boogie in the background, but let me I'm gonna play this video real quick. You guys have probably already seen it, but it's just nice to play anyway. I want to support and show the love, and then go right into bringing up Jay Boogie and get his thoughts on stuff. Let me let's share screen. Boom. All right. So hopefully this plays okay. And let's go.
Hey, Jalen, it's Patrick. If someone told me the young boy running around the garden would grow up to be the captain of the New York Knicks, you know what? I'd probably believe them. Even as a kid, you could connect with anyone around you. And the confidence, you'd walk up to anyone in that locker room and say just about anything. It was family. It's always family with you. People just want to be around you, Jalen. You're a born leader. And like Mike Green said, you were born to play basketball. Jalen Brunson, born to play basketball. I watched how you studied the game and put in the work to perfect your craft. But I'll go a step further, Jalen. You were born to play basketball for the Knicks. For kids to wear the jersey that you wore as a kid, but with your name on the back. Like a true New Yorker, you dare people to doubt you and go about your business. So yeah, I believe it. Captain of the Knicks. Say it to yourself. Jalen Brunson, captain of the New York Knicks, captain of the basketball team in the city where they love basketball the most. Now you walk in the footsteps of Knicks who gave everything on the biggest stage, who embraced New York flair and embody New York toughness. Knicks who were proud to be New Yorkers and knew what it meant to wear New York across their chests. But you don't have to do it alone. Just as you lift your teammates, let them lift you up. You're in this together. The thing about this city, Jalen, is not just about what you accomplish here, but how you accomplish it. Did you give everything every time you step on the court? Did you continue to represent this city off the court? Lucky for you, Jalen, that's exactly how you've always done it. Just be Jalen. Nothing changes. It's been a long journey to get here, but you're just getting started.
Yeah, can the Knicks still be considered an underdog? And that's I think the Knicks, if there's ever a team, and I've seen the Mets do it too. They've been underdogs for a lot because they're always struggling to put together a good product. But as far as a team that's used it, I don't think there's been a team that I've been that's a lie. The Giants used to do it too. But the point is, the Knicks have used this underdog thing really well, right? I feel like it's helped them. They've just been stuck there. So now that they're becoming a front running type team, one of those teams that actually can compete, I don't want them to get their heads full of themselves. I don't want them to think that way. And apparently Jalen Brunson doesn't either. He wants them to go into this season as a team that still has a chip on their shoulder, that doesn't feel like they've accomplished anything or won anything or are going to be the best team in the league, that they have to fight and still remain underdogs. I think that's a good idea. What's your thoughts on that, Sam?
Yeah, so I actually think that's a great perspective because if you really think about it, I mean, although this team, like individually, we have players that have accomplished certain things, whether it be all-star accolades or player of the week, things of that nature. The team itself hasn't won anything. We haven't won the division. We haven't, won a conference title. We haven't won an NBA championship. And there's just a lot of question marks going into the season of different things on our roster, how it could shake out. So I think it's a good approach to have because I mean we haven't been known to just be that team who's going to automatically be ECF, automatically be title. Like people don't automatically see that, and even with the additions we've had now, it's still not a lock. Yes, it's a better chance, but people are still going to rank a couple of teams above us. I don't really necessarily agree with everything, but until the Knicks go out and pretty much show on a consistent basis that we're a force to be reckoned with within the Eastern Conference, I think it's a good approach to have. And I think he's having that. So everybody, pretty much has no ego going into this season. Everybody just wants to win. I think that's probably the biggest thing is just no matter how we get it done, just win games. That's kind of the best approach to have because we haven't won anything. And even if you do win something, you want to start the season anew anyway with the mindset of we still have, a new season, new things to accomplish. So whatever happened last season now doesn't matter because now we have a completely different roster as far as the starting lineup goes. And also we have guys coming back off of injury. So it's going to be a lot of, tangible things that have gone on with the roster, but I think it's a great approach to have and a great mindset. And I think he's right in doing so.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Let me see if we can get Jay Boogie in here. Jay Boogie? Oh man. I don't know.
There you go.
Oh, there he is. Hey.
My bad, man. I was having some technical difficulties. I don't know why technical difficulties keep bothering me. They like a gnat mosquito, you be like, what's going on? I can't get right, and I got a new phone, and oh man, I'm trying to figure things out. I thought I had it figured out, man. But shout out to y'all guys, man. How y'all doing, man? Hope everybody's in the greatest form of health, man. Shout out to everybody that's viewing this, watching. As Ron is already promoted. Please hit that like button. Please share, you know what I'm saying? And be a part of the show. Don't just be one of the ones that subscribe because we asked for you to subscribe. Subscribe because you want to be a part of the movement. It is a movement, you know what I'm saying? It is a Knick movement, and it's heading in the right direction. You hear the number of subscribes, and he's trying to reach 5,000 by the season time. Let's do what we got to do, you know what I'm saying, to pay our diligence, you know what I'm saying, to subscribe and keep this man moving in the right direction. Plan A. But trust and believe, he got a plan B and a plan C. And that's been some of our problems in the past. We never had a backup plan. So when our first plan didn't go right, we was lost, confused. And no, Leon constantly has something else working. You know, that's why, like Ron said, he's going to play it. That's why I did the orange season really with Leon Rose catering to him and his staff. You know, I always believe that when Leon knocked on Jalen's door for that interview, he didn't come in there with no suit and tie briefcase. I believe he came in there with his Levi jeans that he wears, and he has some Timbs. And what that means, he put the Knicks up under straight construction. And that's all he did was change the construction of this team and this culture and brought in somebody that can follow his game plan with Tom. And they reorganized this construction of this team, and it's right where we want to be, where we feel like that old school 90s team, you know what I'm saying? We feel like we in contentions. We feel like, you know, we get ready to make some noise, you know? And that's Leon Rose doing his work when he was just an agent. He don't know basketball. That's what he was saying in the beginning. What is he going to do? Sign some player, blow money? Nah, he gives you the money that, you know what I'm saying, that's going to work for the organization. If you don't feel like it's going to work for the organization and what we're trying to do, then you get no money. You know what I'm saying? And he's doing what he's supposed to do. Not only just, he's saving, James don't need no money saved. But he's not just playing around with James Dolan money. He's really putting money in places where they need to be and where they're supposed to be. And if you see like I see, then you're gonna do nothing but help the team, like in Jalen Brunson's way. Yeah, when he look, he could have got more. Yeah, all right, okay. In a couple more years, that money gonna come right back up. And guess yeah, 10 years gonna be up, and he might be the first 400 million man. But for right now, he's doing what he got to do for the championship. In 2 years, when he get that, when that what's 4 years, 3 years of the last end player option, when he come off, he 10 years, you know, we get a championship, then you're gonna see him break the bank. Then you see him. But for right now, it's for the team. Shout out to Leon Rose.
Facts, 100%. Shout out to E. Gibson. Appreciate you, my brother, coach. Yep. You know, front office has been fantastic, man. And, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but the people that said that Jalen was kind of crazy and leaving that money on the table, I mean, do you remember some of those names, who those people were? I mean, we know Carmelo is one of them, right? I don't remember who they were. I don't know. Did Gilbert Arenas say he would have taken the money?
Oh, man. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Don't forget Paul. Don't forget him. Paul.
Right. Paul's the only one he can get I can give him a little bit of recognition because he actually got a championship. But Gilbert Arenas don't got no championships.
Yeah.
Carmelo Anthony, no championships. You took the money, you went with the money. Shout out to you. I mean, listen, and I'm saying this, I love Carmelo Anthony, but let's call a spade a spade. The knock around the league is that Carmelo loved the money more than he loved the game. All right. And that's the bottom line. That's the reason why he got blackballed after a while, because they thought he was difficult to work with. They thought he wouldn't take a backseat role. They thought he still had superstar mentality, superstar dreams. And he only cared about getting paid top dollar. That is a knock. I'm not saying it's fair, but then again, what happens? You hear about Jalen Brunson taking less money to support the team, knowing that he can get that down the line. He's betting on himself. And then you hear Carmelo say, well, I don't know how you could leave that. It's the same mentality. So you can't even argue with it. Like somebody could throw you bail, like, man, you can't say that about Carmelo. That's not, he just showed you that's who he is once again. So I'm just saying, my bad for pointing it out, Carmelo, but you know, it is what it is.
you got to point it out. You know, I mean, great as a ball player Melo is. Melo might be the only five position player that outside of Mike that's played the game. It's everything he had. He had the post game, the mid range, the handle, the tray, and the free throws. You know, KD, he has some that KD he's not a post. He can't post. You know, so I say that Melo's downfall is, instead of trying to down somebody else for what they're trying to do and bring to the city that we wanted you to bring through, his downfall is when Iman Shepherd and what's my
Tyson
man?
Chandler, Iman Shumpert, all those
No,
guys.
J.R. Smith.
Iman Shepherd
There you
and
go.
JR went to Cleveland and won.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yep.
That's your downfall. You got to hold that, Melo. Hold that one instead of trying to hold somebody else because you could not keep them guys here, and you wanted more money. So don't try and come on, man. Stop. Don't play yourself, Melo. And I love Melo game. I love Melo as a person. I love with him being, in the building. I love him rooting and cheering. You know what I'm saying? I love what he doing at the Olympics on the sides. You know what I'm saying? I love Melo's game. But don't try to, hinder a situation whereas you know what he's trying to do. You know he's trying to leave that door open. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all these years. Do what you got to do to bring us a championship. And that's what Leon is doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we wish you would have done. Take a little bit off the table, man. And you had endorsements and all that going on. You had money. But shout out to Melo, man. One of the best, craziest scores that I might have seen in my life. I know he's in the top 5 for me, all-time score.
Yeah.
Watching this game.
Yeah,
I've just seen him, but
beast.
You don't be one of the ones that sit there in the building and then take shots when you're in the building.
Facts.
Come on, man.
That's just how it is. It's the bad thing. Like sometimes, listen, you guys know I used to say stuff before when it came to Melo. I even had a show about it, talked about it. Sometimes, like look, people view you as a certain way. You are a Knick alum. We appreciate you. We every time we think of Melo, we damn man, what could have been. You know what I mean? If the Knicks had put more talent around him, we could have. But nobody really talks about maybe if Melo took a little less money, maybe more talent could have been around. Maybe we don't talk about that stuff, but it is what it is, man. But I love Melo, man. He's still one of my favorite players, one of my favorite Knicks, and he's one of the best to ever do it, bar none. And the rest of the league will tell you that. But it is what it is. Shout out to my guy Drugs. What up, Drugs? What's going on, brother? He says salute to my guys, Ron and Boogie. Yes.
Only.
Yes.
Hey, yo, Drugs. Listen, man. Drugs only, man, is classical dude, man. I just wanted to say he crushed that symphony. Coming right behind me, he crushed the symphony. You know what I'm saying? On that symphony, man. That symphony, man, I wish we'd have went further on that symphony, but we're going to do something else. But shout out to Drugs Only, man. Anytime you see Drugs Only, man, follow him, support him, leave a comment, anything that he has going on, man. Great dude, great guy, great family, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's a Knick fan like us all, but he's also an artist, man, with some crazy music, crazy bars, man. Shout out to Drugs Only, man. This major hit, this NBK. I don't know the bar, but y'all know what they're talking about.
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
The opening for the Sims show, yeah, that's Drugs Only right there. That's Drugs Only, man.
Drugs is the guy on the NBK channel opener. Yeah, man, NBK, nothing but Knicks with Sim past the assist. You know that it's swish. You know what I'm saying? Come on, baby.
Yeah.
Shout out to Drugs. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, that's the podcast. That's the podcast foundational anthem right there. Any other podcast, things I've done comes after Drugs Only. After
That joint is like the Jeffersons. Keeping your head on the water. No, that's good times. My fault.
Now
No, that's good times. Good times.
that's
My
your
bad.
stage. Now hold on, that's my bad. Now
My fault. My fault. Damn.
you gotta make
Yeah,
a
my
way what
bad.
you can.
Got the
Temporary
right.
layoffs.
Yeah. We moving on up when it comes to the Jeffersons. My fault. I confused it. My bad. Y'all know I know. Anyway,
Yeah,
Humberto De La Hoz in the building. De La Hoz in the house. Nah, my fault. Like it was right there. You see it? No, anyway, okay. McCullough is compared to Joshua. Oh, how quickly we forget. I don't know what that means, De La Hoz, but I'm rocking with you. Shout out to my guy Wiz BKLA. Thank you for the generous super chat. He says a lawyer and an MC and a lawyer, MC, and a podcast to walk into a bar. Yeah.
Wiz,
Appreciate you, brother. Thank
California
you.
Wiz.
Yes, sir. What? Get out of here, Parrish. Listen, man, don't be that guy. He says this segment stinks. Melo is on our front lines. Melo is on our front lines, but Melo also feels like because he came here, right? 7 years with the Knicks, and he wanted to be a Knick. Shout out to him. Listen, there's certain guys that grew up, that call themselves coming from New York that we always think, oh yeah, they're gonna want to come to New York at one point in their career. And shout out to Melo being one of the best players in the league at the time and actually came here. I don't want to get into the whole thing once again about Melo. Melo chose to follow the bread. You know what I mean? It is what everybody knew that. That's why Melo didn't wait until the offseason to just come sign outright with the Knicks. Plus he wanted to get under the CBA agreement before it changed into something which was less lucrative. Smart by him. But that I'm not the one who brought up the knock on Melo. I'm not the one that says Melo follows the money. It's not me. It's the NBA. Don't forget, he was in Houston, got blackballed. He was in Portland, got blackballed. And then I'm not saying like there's a reason why Dame Lillard and CJ McCollum put campaigned, for Melo to come to Portland. They saw what was going on. They saw how Melo was getting treated. But it wasn't fair because he's a good player that can add value to any team. But around the league, that's what they were thinking about when it came to Melo. That he follows the money, and it would be hard to kind of get him to take the role that you want him to take on your team because he sees himself as a superstar player. They didn't know if he could get out of that mentality and just kind of work with what people are trying to do. That was the knock. I'm not telling anybody anything that don't. If you look at just Google it. Google Carmelo Anthony and whatever. Type in the word blackball. Type in the word money. See what pops up for you. I'm not saying nothing, Parrish. I love Melo. I told you already. I do. I'm just saying it is what it is. And if I was Melo, let me tell you something. The last thing I'm talking about with regards to Jalen Brunson is him not accepting money to try to win a championship. You ain't even gonna hear me say it. But that's Melo. Melo is who he is. But whatever. Shout out to NYC B-Ball. Thank you for the generous super chat once again, my brother. He said, first they said Brunson didn't deserve his first contract. Now they mad because he left money on the table. Yeah, I don't know, man. I know I don't know, Paris. On this one, I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I think that you're not understanding the knock on Melo and what the rest of the league, not Knick fans, not the organization, the rest of the league, how they look at Melo. And that's because they got their own reasoning. So I'm just telling you. Just Google it, look it up. It is what it is. It's out there.
Yeah, we know Melo's the greatest scorer to ever put on a Knicks jersey. He's one of the greatest scorers to ever play this game. That's why he's in at 75. We know all the games, I'm saying, that Melo has. Just me personally as a Knicks fan, I wish he could have done something differently that would have brought somebody here. You hit a conversation. They was trying to figure out where was they going to play. Was it going to be in Chicago? Was it going to be in New York? Because it definitely wasn't going to be in Cleveland. Could you imagine if he could have just been on schedule and on point with them guys when they opened up and lured them here into the biggest market, the biggest championship that could be ever had right now? Could you imagine if he could have led LeBron and Wade here? Not even here, but you know what? who did he lead here? You know what I'm saying? He couldn't bring nobody here because he chose the money. And the
Right.
money was, I think he left maybe like $7 million on the table or something like that. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, but that's only gonna bring us, to some role players during that time when the league was cooking. You had to
But
have that.
I was gonna say, even that, Jay Boogie, even if, like, my whole thing is, it's not a knock on Melo for taking the money, coming here and getting his bread. I'm not even mad at that. I honestly don't have any issue with
Mm-hmm.
how Melo came to the Knicks and what he did while he was here. And that's not where the narrative became an issue. The narrative became an issue after he left the Knicks. That's when people started to feel a certain way about him and how he looks at money and how they felt he was a part of teams. The Knicks didn't come up with the narrative. Knicks fan base doesn't have any issues with Melo when it comes to that. It's the other people around the league, the Houston fans, the Houston organization, the OKC organization, the OKC fans. They feel a certain way, and it became a thing running around with him. Listen. There's also best friends in the league, right? We talked about this forever. LeBron James and Melo are tight as can be. You know what I mean? So is, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, their little clique, Chris Paul. But when LeBron James had a chance to bring Melo in to be a part of that team, he didn't do it. Now, he did it after the fact, but it was after the fact. It didn't matter. And Melo wasn't even wasn't even as good of a player as he was prior to that. When Melo was ready and could have helped the team, LeBron didn't bring him over there.
Right.
Look, whatever. I'm just saying, Paris, I think you getting it twisted because you're making it seem like we hating on Melo. Once again, I'm telling you what the league was thinking about Melo outside of the Knicks. Okay. I'm not talking about Melo's time with the Knicks. I think Melo is a great Knick. That's part of the reason why I also don't want him saying certain things. When he said what he said on his podcast with the other dude, whatever, 7 a.m. or whatever in Brooklyn, whatever it's called, 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, I think. I don't know. I forget. When he said the whole thing about RJ and gave RJ a name, I was like, damn it, I wish he didn't say that, because now every time people think about RJ, they go out. So it's just Melo's going to say certain things that I think he probably should leave alone. Melo's at the Garden all the time supporting the Knicks. And I think I'm going to shut up right now. Okay, Paris, because I think what you're trying to basically say is, while we're still talking about this, then certain fans are going to start thinking negatively about Melo. All right, I'm going to stop saying anything. Okay, I don't want to change the narrative about Melo, because Melo is a good guy and people might take it out of context. So, okay, Paris, if that's what you're getting at, I'm going to stop talking about it, okay? Because I don't want that either. I love Melo, and I love seeing him at the Garden supporting the team. So let's not get it twisted. I'm going to shut up about it. I'm done. Thank you for the generous super chat. He said Melo's father wasn't a pro baller. He was Poe. I hear you.
You're not wrong. Not wrong.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think we're confusing it. I'm not talking about Melo's time with the Knicks. I'm not talking about how he is as a Knick. He is the Randall Whisperer. We love Melo, and we love seeing. You kidding me? You know how hype I get watching Melo and John Starks and Larry Johnson on the sidelines, especially in playoff games where the Knicks are going crazy. They're going crazy. That's fantastic. Yeah.
I'll never forget that game against the Bobcats. That was my favorite Melo game by far. It bar none. That was the one for me. So I'll never forget what Melo's brought to the team. I mean, he was the one that allowed for me to wear my Knick beanie to school pretty much unprovoked for a couple years until he was gone. But for the most part, Melo's definitely been one of the bright spots in this organization, at least for the last 20 years. You can say he's probably one of the brightest spots that we've had outside of Brunson's emergence now. But he's an all-time great Knick.
I agreed, Sam. Come on, Paris. See, now how are you going to do that? Do you not remember that at one point when Stat was here prior to Melo, Stat he put up MVP number? I mean, it was a short stint. I'm not going crazy, but it looked like he was an MVP type candidate. The way he was carrying the Knicks team, he had like 8 or 9 games in a row of 30+ points. You know what I mean? He was doing everything he could out there. Come on, man. And listen, he came here for the money too. He got his $100 million contract. The Knicks are back. The Knicks are back. He did all that, right? But he came here. You know what I mean? We couldn't get anybody to come here either at the time. But Stat came. Like
He had a good intent. His knees just gave out. He had a good intent. He wanted to play, but his body wouldn't allow it. That's all it was.
And the Knicks should have did a little bit more research because the dude never played defense. I never knew how to play defense. They didn't tell me how to. What?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
that was crazy. But anyway, yeah, man. Anyway, let's listen. Everybody, we love Melo. Everybody send an email to Melo. We love you. All that good stuff. Melo's great, but I was just saying. See, I knew it. What did I tell you? Y'all doing Stephen A stuff right now. That microphone and platform comes with influence. See, I knew you were going to think that was happening. That is not what I'm trying to do here. I'm just talking about him commenting on another man's bread. All right. Worry about your bread. If another guy leaves money on the table, that's his right, his decision. We know you wouldn't do it. That's you. We've already seen you not do it. But there's no need to say it. Just let it be. That's all I am saying. And so when anybody has a chance to say something about Melo or criticize Melo, why not? He said something about somebody else's bread and criticized that. Like, and not criticize it, but he gave his opinion. I wouldn't have done it. That's him. So you telling me so Jalen Brunson could do something, leave $100 million on the table, and Melo can comment on it, but we can't comment on Melo's comment or Melo feeling a certain way? Come on, Paris. That ain't right. No one's saying anything other than that. We love Melo here. You know what? Next week, Melo's on the show. Now, I'm still trying, guys. I'm gonna figure it out. Okay. Now I'm moving on. Because I don't want it to be what it's not. But I appreciate you, Paris. I get it. I understand your point, though. Thank you for putting that out there. I'm not trying to bash Melo or get people to bash Melo.
That's right. Shout out to my guy. Real quick, Boogie, you was talking about Brunson being the next first $400 million player. Imagine what Wemby might get. He might get close to $1 billion when his time comes, because the way the league's going up, I mean, he might be able to see a contract during his career of $1 billion. He stays healthy.
He might get that. What's the guy? I forgot his name. That baseball player that went from the Angels to the Dodgers. Get that deferred money. He might get that Ohtani money.
Baseball different though. It ain't got no salary cap, so
true.
They can do that. I don't know if NBA can defer it that much, but that would be crazy to see still.
Yeah.
Is that why we marketing him on Christmas?
Probably. I mean, he's so right now you could already tell. I mean, come on, he's the new face of the NBA. It's happening. Like they wanted to do certain guys like Ja Morant, but Ja Morant stuck his foot in his mouth.
Yeah, and I hate it for Ja because he was getting ready. The league was his. He was the next thing, and you knew it because he knocked Dame off the what is the what was that contract he had Hulu or something. Dame had something and then he took over. Hulu does this whatever that
Hulu. I know what the Hulu TV probably or something like that. I know what you mean. They've got like a promotion and he
he took Dame off. Dame was the face of that. And then he became, but then when opportunities making wrong decisions, man. Don't blow the bag, man. Don't blow the bag. I see too many people in position, you know what I'm saying, that's not that blows their bag on nonsense, It was one time when Little Baby had the rap game in a chokehold. But during the situations that he was having with the Migos and in the clubs and shootouts and all that, not saying he was shooting out, but you know what I'm saying, the entourages and all that, your name is on that. That's why he got slid to the side. But then people get mad because J. Cole stepped out of that battle with the Kendrick Lamar and the Drake and all that. That thing is serious. That thing is serious. And he wanted no parts of that. Oh, he's soft. He's all that. No, them people, them people, man, you know how much money that man raised out here, you know, for the fest that he did. Man, when them people have you in position to give you that money, don't mess your bag up. Don't mess your bag up. It is not worth it. When the opportunity strikes, that song, they play that song for a reason after that NCAA tournament. That one shining moment you reach for. Everybody gets a one shining moment. You know, a one shining moment that you get. Do not blow your chance and your opportunity for it. Not saying that another opportunity won't come, but it's never another shining moment that comes. You know what I'm saying? Where you get a chance to reach for it. Take advantage of it. You know, take advantage of your opportunity. When it's your turn, your time, you know what I'm saying, and you're in position for God's blessing, make sure you do everything to make sure that blessing comes. Don't do anything that's going to allow that blessing not to be in your hands. This is what you work for. You earn, you deserve it. You know, don't allow anything to knock you off the pedestal of what you're trying to get. You know, please, people, no matter what you're doing.
Yeah, because he's still young, Boogie, and I hope that you know, he can turn it around, because he's honestly still one of my favorite players in the league. And he's a guy, like I said, I remember when he first started dealing with all this stuff. The guy's right around my age. So like for him to have all this fame and stuff, and only being all this happened for like when he was 23, 24 years old. I mean, he still got time to bounce back, but you don't want to put yourself in a spot where you're like, man, I really could have had all of these things go right for me, and I ended up missing out on a few things. He's still, you know, going to be a pretty successful person in life, but you know, you don't want to look at things that you had on the table that just pretty much got snatched from you.
Exactly.
Fair. That's fair. Yeah. I mean, listen, man. This is the conversation is it can continue forever. You know, so many different things that are going on in the NBA. They got to fix a lot of different rules and stuff that's happening to make the game a better game, because let me tell you something, it's one of the most popular games right now, but if they don't fix certain things, people are going to be turned off by the NBA on the whole. I mean, the referees were terrible this past year. Terrible. Like there's certain things they got to fix. They got to clean up. It's not just about the image of some of the players. It's the NBA has to clean up the image. The NBA has to enforce certain things. The NBA's got to make sure that if you're going out to the clubs in the streets, that you got that NBA appointed person with you. That makes sure you're good to go. And if you don't follow that, then the NBA needs to come down harsher with the rules on what you can do. And they've already done it with Ja, right? But they got to continue to do that so that way it's known and you can avoid this. This should never happen. It's going to happen with different players, but it should never happen with a guy who could possibly be the face of the NBA. That's nuts. Like you could never expect like this to happen back in the day. Imagine something like this happening where it gets out, like with Jordan. Because Jordan's done stuff and there's stuff we don't know, but it didn't get out, right? Until a lot later, we're like, oh, wow, Jordan was into some stuff, or Jordan had some, you know, they try to keep it as low as possible. We knew about the gambling, but, you know, there may be more to that. The point is to keep it under wraps and keep guys solid, but things happen. But anyway, shout out to my guy, Mega NYK. I appreciate you, my brother. Good to see you as always. Shout out to everybody in the chat. My guy, Organic Fanatics, Raul in the building. The Organic Fanatics show is here. Salute to you, my brother. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Que lo que, my brother. Did I miss anybody? I don't think I missed anybody. I think I got everybody. But if I did miss you, it's not for lack of trying, man. Quiet Money in the building. What up, Quiet Money? I see you, brother. Good to see you, bro. Salute to you. As I already said, my guy Mega, appreciate you. And my guy Organic Fanatics. What's going on, brother? Yeah, man. But I hope we're on good footing, man. Parrish, we're not even gonna talk about it no more. Just leave it alone. I'm done. I got nothing to talk about that. And him taking less money to re-up with the Knicks. Once again, I already said it. No, y'all not listen to me. I am not talking about how Knicks fans feel. This is outside. It's a whole NBA, man. It's not just I'm talking about what they saying, not what we saying. Jeez. Okay, I'm done. Hey, shout out to my guy Fritz Alcindor Jr. in the building. What up, Fritz? Good to see you, my brother. Hope you're doing well. The Alcindor himself. Yes, show your support and appreciation for SKF. Hit that like and comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Mega. Appreciate you. All right, let me just check one thing real quick to see where we're at numbers wise, because this is like a campaign. We got to see where we're at. We at 2866. We picked up another 2, y'all. Clap it up for yourselves. Thank you for joining and subscribing to the show. Appreciate y'all. We on the road to 3K. We still getting there, man. We are still getting there. You gotta take some time, man. You gotta be patient. Gotta understand that, if you want stuff to happen, you gotta be ready to go with the process. It's all a process. So I want to say thank you once again to everybody showing love and showing support for what we got going on. And let me see what them likes looking like. Them likes looking like 102. Yay, we there, guys. Thank you, guys. It's kind of like a staple nowadays. We got to try to get up to 100 likes, and if we can, appreciate you. Thank you from everybody out there for showing love to the show. Boom, there you go. It's a PSA from the NBA universe. That's right. We hit 100 likes for today's show. Y'all are awesome. Thank you, L. Thank you to everybody for smashing that like button. I just want to get around to everybody's final words, and I'm gonna get into this this J Boogie track. But I want to say thank you to everybody that jumped on the show. Sam, to J Boogie. Thank you to everybody who's tuned in. Appreciate you guys.
And thank you to you for you opening the show, you having the show, you making time out for us, because there's some other things that you could be doing. I like to say all the time, everybody has a professional career, and this is a professional man, but he does find time in his own space to come out here to entertain you guys. So thank you to you too, sir, for opening the door that you provide. And I made my choice on Monday or Wednesday. I'm gonna be the one. I'm gonna let you know I chose for Wednesday. I chose for
Okay.
Wednesday.
I chose for Wednesday as well because I have no class that day. So
I don't want no. I don't want no. I said Monday, Wednesday, Monday, Sunday, one day skips over Saturday, Monday. I don't want you battling with the NFL people. I want you to have your full commodity. I think Wednesday's a good slot.
Nothing going on.
Yeah, nothing going on. You get the NFL Monday night coming, and then it's gonna be mixed up with Monday Night Madness in college basketball, Monday with NBA. It's no football on Wednesdays. We do know that, but we can have some Mr. Ron,
Hey, man. I like it. That's why we're thinking about it. It may work better for the fact of allowing schedules for John and I both to be rocking, because he's a little bit more free that day, and then Jose says he's good. So we'll see. That might be it, man, and it'll break up the week a little bit more. Instead of 2 shows closer together, we get a little bit more distance in between. And like you said, man, we go up against Monday Night Football when the Knicks decide to play on Mondays. We still rock, even if the Knicks are playing. We kind of talk through the game, and if that's the case on Wednesdays, we'll do the same thing. The only reason why Wednesdays was a little tough for me back in the day, hopefully it gets a little better, is because at work I used to have meetings where I have to stay late on Wednesdays. So it still may happen, but it doesn't happen as much as it used to. So we'll make it work, man. If Wednesdays is the day, then Wednesdays is the day. I'm excited either way, man. I love chopping it up and seeing all you guys and the support and love you guys have been showing. Not only Know the Ledge on Saturdays, but SKF Weekly on Mondays, and possibly moving to Wednesdays. I can't say enough how much we appreciate it, man. So I thank you to everybody out there. And I wonder how many of y'all voted for Ain't Nobody Trying to Come See You, Otis. Yeah, appreciate you guys, man. Yes, he did. Yeah, please vote on the poll if you haven't already done so. Thank you guys. And yeah, it, Paris. See, and I respect you, brother. That's why I always try to tell you, even offline, I tell you that how much I appreciate you and how much your takes. Sometimes your takes may be your takes. I'm not gonna disrespect your takes. They're your takes. We gonna agree to disagree sometimes. We'll have our little conversation or whatever it is, and chat back and forth. but I still respect what you got to say. And I show you I respect what you got to say by not putting up some other stuff that you might say that I feel like you don't need to say. So that way we don't got to worry about anybody feeling a certain way. You know what I mean? That's me showing the love. All right, so let me get around final words. Sam, thoughts, final words, anything?
Yeah, so as always, peace and blessings to you, Ron, Jay Boogie, the chat, everybody out there in Knicks universe. Just wishing and praying for health, wealth, and prosperity for everybody out there. It's very crazy in these times that we're living, especially with this coming up with this election and things of that nature. Hope everybody stays safe out there and keep first what you always want, which is God first in everybody's life, no matter what you believe in. I'm not sure religious based, but for me, when it comes to this team, I'm excited for what all we've got. I mean, this is the best team as we pretty much everybody stated on the panel. This is the best team that we've seen as far as depth wise from top to bottom in a very long time. So, I mean, the sky's the limit with this team when you think about the different players that we have, the coaches, the front office. We pretty much hit on every single angle, every single perspective of this Knicks team, and we've been pleased with it so far. So I mean, there's just unlimited untapped potential with these guys on the roster, with the moves that this front office could still make. We don't know yet. Leon, he's the Don for a reason, so he could still make another move. We don't know, but I'm definitely very intrigued to see what we have moving forward. And let's try to get gold now. We just ended on Wemby, but we've got the gold medal game coming on, I believe, in about 10, 15 minutes. So let's see if United States can take one home over the Frenchmen. I'm sure that they Evan Fournier is looking to get some get back on some of those American players. So I'm intrigued to look out for that game. I know we got the men's goal today, women's goal tomorrow. So if anybody's looking forward to seeing our women's basketball team tomorrow, support them as well in their gold medal game. But I'm out on that note. Peace and blessings to everybody. I hope you guys have a safe and blessed weekend.
Dope. And let me just say oh yeah, East Blue Drew. No. No. I don't want to confuse you. I'm not doing NFL stuff. It's just that when we do the Monday night show, when there's Monday night football, it's on while people love football, so they be tuned in over there. So yeah,
He said he wants Giants fan TV, still Giants fan.
Yeah. I don't know about all that. Like I actually, my whole thing, I actually thought about doing Giants, but I respect so much a couple people that do Giants content really well. And like I watch their content and I'm like, I don't even want to touch this. I'll just listen to them. You know what I mean? Chris the Entertainer and the Fireside Giants guys, I love what they do. So I don't even worry. I'm like, now y'all do too much. Y'all be knowing too much X's and O's. Y'all be going to the training camp and watching lineups and all that stuff before me. Now y'all got that. I'm like, you got it.
Hey, I'm not a Giants fan by any stretch, but I do support. Like I've said it before, but one of my childhood friends is Andrew Thomas, so I still support him. I mean, I've known him since I'm talking like probably 6th, 7th grade. So that's a guy who, no matter how I feel about my Falcons being trash for the past 8, 9 years, I'm still gonna support Andrew Thomas. So if he's on the Giants, they've got a fan in me off of supporting him. So I wish him the best, and I wish the Giants the best this season, because as I can stand in brotherhood with the Giants fans as not being a Cowboys or Eagles fan. So I hope that they do very good things this upcoming season. I'm looking forward to see how they do.
Yeah. Now listen, I'm saying I won't do Giant stuff because I like the platform how it is right now, and I don't think I need to be in it. But if by some chance, once Sam becomes a lawyer and everything, and if like him and Andrew Thomas reconnect, and like Andrew wants to do like a weekly spot with me on
That's
Still
right.
Giant Fan, then maybe
That's
what I
right.
mean. Like
that's right. Talk
you
your talk. Talk, man. Talk. Yeah, talk, bro.
Maybe different, Anyway, Jay Boogie, your final words, final thoughts, my brother.
Man, I ain't got too much to say, man. Sam said it all, man. I should have went before him, I just want everybody just to know I'm a fan of you all. I'm rooting for you all in life. Please make sure Nobody stop you from receiving your own goals or your own roadblock in life, man. You know what I'm saying? Be successful and succeed. Open up the doors for your loved ones that's coming behind you and everything in life, man. With this Nick thing, we all know what it is. They know what it is. Nick, baby, we here for life right now. It's a great season, great opportunity. We walking into a season we ain't never felt like this. We haven't felt like this in a while. Feeling like we got a winning team. We got a winning organization. You happy for the Knicks all the way around. You know what I'm saying? And man, I just can't wait for the season to get started, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to fan up. Fan your way. Fan however you going to fan. Enjoy your season. But this is a season right here for you to walk and stick your chest all the way out and be like, yo, what's up? We ready right now, and you got to get us off that floor because we know what happened last season. The only thing we felt like our situation was health. So therefore, this season right here, we pray and ask for the Almighty. You know what I'm saying? Just provide us with health. Give us that opportunity. If we got health on the floor, then you know what I'm saying, we can win any game against any team. Point blank, man. Shout out to the people that's watching, rocking with, Ron, still Knick fans. Man, shout out to everybody viewing. Hope everybody having a great weekend. And again, thank you, Ron, for having your doors open and giving us opportunity to come along and rock with you. Shout out to you and your family. Hope everybody's getting, the greatest form of health, in life. And man, let's go, man. Let's go into the next episode. Jay Boogie will be around on the Ron show. Everybody have a great weekend, man. Great weekend. Enjoy yourself.
Appreciate you, Jay Boogie. Thank you once again, my brother. And thank you, Mega. Yeah, I can't forget about my guy. I am Jarrell with Die Hard Giants. In fact, this year we'll see if Jarrell will have me. If I want to get my Giants feel out and get that content that I want to get out of my mind, maybe I'll chop it up with Jarrell if he has room, on different shows. Because the other thing too is I want Jarrell's show to get more pub, get more. He's that Jarrell he knows his stuff, man. He knows football. He just I want him more eyes to be on that show because he knows what he's doing. So yeah, so that would be something. Thank you for bringing that up, Mega. And I'm not saying I'm going to bring it to. I just want to be able to because Jarrell knows more. I think Jarrell knows more football than I know because he be knowing some stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I wasn't thinking of that one, Jarrell.
And before I forget too, Unc, about the Christmas thing, Boogie, I'm gonna try to make it too myself. So if that's a thing where you guys all want to connect, because I know I'm kind of out the way from everybody, but I will try my best to be in the Garden for that game because I've yet to go to Madison Square Garden, which is crazy to say. But if everybody wants to pull up for that game, I'll definitely make plans to do so and be there. I already, I'm trying to see if I can get in for the playoffs. So if I can do that earlier and get there for Christmas Day, then we'll see.
Yeah, that's dope. That'd be great.
Better be trying to get them tickets now. They're available now. You better be trying to get them now because they probably about 2 days away from being gone, man. Yeah, man. I'm just trying to get that Christmas song, man, played anywhere, man. We work hard on shout out to my guy, my production team, especially Mr. Mike Blaze, you know what I'm saying, to lay down the track for that song right there. Shout out again to Papa Left, my man, you know what I'm saying, and my man Cully. Man, the two great artists, two great minds when it comes to, spitting verses and bars on that microphone, well-talented guys, we just trying to get that Christmas anthem anywhere. If it ain't Madison Square Garden, let us perform it on MSG Network with Alan Hahn and them guys, you know what I'm saying? And I might throw a little live version of breaking news in there with it. I got things from there. If it ain't over there, you know what I'm saying? Man, hey, yo, Mr. Henry, where you at, man? Let's make history, man. The SNY, we perform that with you, man. But somewhere amongst that the New York Knicks or the New York Knicks path, one of these networks, we need to be having that Christmas anthem, perform and trust. And I don't even want nothing. I don't even want nothing. Just knowing that, being able to say that I did and accomplish something else when people thought I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? Right. I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. That's just a good enough payment for me. You know what I'm saying? Again, money is not everything. Money helps. It takes care of situations, you know what I'm saying, that's needed. But if you don't have a life outside of money, that money is really no good. You know, it's really no good. If you don't have happiness within yourself, you know, I like the drive, the story to get to where you belong. That's where you got to look at. That's where I find success. She even shout out to CP, man, coming over there from calling in. And be honest, he named me the closer. He got to be the closer. He gave me that name, the closer. When he gave it to me, I just ran with it in a different ways. Whereas I'm everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So, but opportunity opens its place, man. Take advantage of your opportunities, man. And then again, like I said, I don't want nothing. You know what I mean? I don't want nothing. God has opened the door and gave me a pair of shoes for me to put my feet in and said, walk, young fella. Then after you finish walking, jog, young fella. And after you finish jogging, you feel like you in shape, then you run, my fella. And then when you get tired of running, you get inside your car, my fella. You know what I'm saying? And then when you don't want to drive, get on a flight, young fella, and fly. He gave me these wings to do and be where I am. And I want the same from any and everybody. You know what I'm saying? Me coming from prison, doing time, you know what I'm saying? I could have had that nano in my ear to go back when things ain't looking right to go. Let me go back to the things I used to do. To do what? To do what? You know what I'm saying? To go right back in. No. So for me, I'm happy where I'm at as a person. I got a beautiful family. Hope just like you all, got a beautiful wife. I got 2 daughters, I still got a brother and I still got a sister. I lost 2, a brother and a sister. I lost my moms. I lost my pops. I lost things, but God has me in position to be grateful where I'm at today. And Jay Boogie makes sure he tries to do everything he can to provide and give it to you all. What I got, what y'all gave to me, and what position y'all put me in. So God bless everybody, man. Y'all got me getting all teary eyed and everything, man. Let me get up off this show, man.
we appreciate you, Boogie, and your story is still being written, man. Thank
No
you for
doubt.
always coming and supporting not only just my show, but the whole Knicks community. You know what the love is.
Yeah.
That's how and listen. Shout out to Knicks Fans TV, because if it wasn't for Knicks Fans TV, maybe a lot of us wouldn't have known about Jay Boogie. And you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Because of that, we're able to say, not only have you been, the closer on that show, you've been the closer on a lot of our shows, and you've been a great friend. You've been
That's
dope. We
right.
chop it up off air all the time. You know how it is.
All
So,
the time.
yeah, man. That's why
And not
sometimes
about
it's
basketball. That's what
not
made
about
and not
basketball.
about basketball. Don't
Right.
have people numbers to be talking to them about basketball. Maybe a question, a 1-2 minute line here and there, but a conversation can't be about basketball on that phone when we got this platform right here to get it on. You know what I mean? So
Right.
yeah, like
Right.
Ron said, man, we talk about real life, man. We talk about family. It's brother love, man. Brother love. And when I met, hey, I met Ron, in case y'all don't know. Ron's like 6'8", dude. Yeah, 6'8". 6'8", man. What the hell did we have Charles Smith for, man? This dude was right here in the city. He got pinned on the backboard 3 times. This block strip. It might run into the tunnel. We had Ron here. Ron is a tall guy, yo. Tall
That's one
guy.
thing. That's one thing my papa gave me. He didn't give me much else. He's Papa. Okay. Anyway, but that's another story. We're looking. We still looking. But anyway.
Hey, yeah, that's why
Oh
I'm
man.
scared to see Ron, because I'm like, man, I already, because I'm 5'10", but my pops is 6'3", and he's the shortest out of all his brothers. So it's like,
Damn.
man, do I really want to, feel even shorter?
Hey,
I don't know.
listen, man. The worst thing about being tall is being challenged. Everybody want to challenge you. I'm like, that damn it. Like Guillermo still wants me to play him one-on-one and on the court. I'm not
Oh,
doing it, Guillermo. You young, you got athleticism. Nah, hell no.
did
I'm
you hear?
good.
Did you hear about his playoff game?
No, I didn't hear about that.
It was like Gamma went for like 2 for 24, man.
Oh, whoa! Maybe that
He
news could have been helpful.
he definitely did not show up to that game.
Damn.
He's blaming it on the train. I was running late that day, a long day at work and all that. Come on, man. Mike had the flu.
Damn.
But
Yeah,
I
not
will
2 for 24. Ooh.
but I will say, as a matter of fact, I will say that, you know, put Ron, we can put Ron and Gammo and run a 3-guard offense with me, Sim, and Hardwell. We might have a little something going on, you know what I'm saying? Might have a little something, or we can switch it, go big, put Freezy in the middle.
Listen, things can happen. Some things can be talked about, but I'm saying when I go out with that mysterious injury, yo, man, what happened to Ron?
Man, you ain't gonna pull no
Man.
Penny Hardaway,
Oh,
Hey,
man.
we'll see if that day happens. But
bring
I
that force
appreciate.
off the bench, double A.
Yeah, you're gonna have
Hey,
to bring somebody because I don't know, man. This is rough.
let it happen before I get too washed. Because now at this point, I'm in the scrap yard. Now that I'm not playing no more, I tried to do some things the other day. I'm like, oh man, like because when you're playing sports, your body get through it. So you could be a young age, but you deal with injuries and stuff that can hinder you a little bit. So I was like, man, let
Yeah.
me hoop and stuff while I still can.
Yeah,
Right.
don't let it go, brother. And plus, now you're gonna be in the law. You know what I mean? This is how you meet other law professionals. Y'all can make your own real movie like the brothers. Everybody had good jobs. They just chopped it up on the court. You know what I mean? Talk about life. Not, maybe that'll be your avenue, brother. You never know.
And get them business cards ready, man. Get them business cards. And if you get a chance and if you're able to, when you come to the garden, try to make sure you're in the Delta. You know what I'm saying? Try to make sure, for your own professional reasons, Sam, with your business cards. Because you're seeing, know a lot of people. You're gonna see a lot of people, that's outside the Delta anywhere is sitting up in the garden. But being inside that Delta, you can make a lot of moves and talk to some people, and you never know what can happen from there. From there,
Hey,
that's how my music got it. I saw Wes and I said, Mr. West, how you doing? He said, hey man, how you doing? When he greeted me, Mr. West greeted me like he knew me, and that's the first time I ever met him. Hey, how you doing, man? You here for the game? What you think we're gonna do? Man, we here to win tonight, but Mr. West, listen, while I'm here, hold this right here. I put that phone in his ear, and he heard that all eyes on us. Oh man, it was on from there. But yeah, man, make sure you got
Sometimes
some
you got to
business
make it.
cards. Yeah, you got
hey,
to.
Sometimes you got to make it.
I agree, Boogie, because and I'll keep it short because I know we got a dip. But yeah, for me, it was all about connections. Because at my school, it's really ideal because although I'm not a fan of the team, you when you go professional, you're just trying to make your way. But for our school specifically, the whole Orlando Magic front office is full of my alumni in the whole legal
Wow.
department. So I made sure I made it about my business to get their business cards, introduce myself to them, and even the Hawks GM, they got a pretty much their guy over there, CFO. I have his connect because I'm from Atlanta. So if I ever need to go back home, connections there. So I mean, like you said, it's all about just staying ready. That way, when you do come across these people, you can put your name out there because they'll never know you until you introduce yourself and show them the talent that you have. So that's definitely something I've even learned, even with the short amount of time that I've been able to connect with some people around the league and stuff of that nature. So yeah, I agree 100%.
Hey, do me a favor, Sam. Put your information in the private chat so I can have your math. I don't have that. You know what I'm saying? It's been too many years. Let me reach so I can, I can I can at least give you a call, time to time, check in with you, and then, I come down to Atlanta, quite often, and stuff. So yeah, man, send your information and I text you up later on and let you know who it is so we can lock my number in or lock and go like that.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat right now because I think I'm actually absent of all the group chats. I've been kind of a ghost as far as the group chats go. So I'll put my number in there for sure. y'all can text me and put me into the group chats and stuff. My schedule's it's never the same, so as y'all know, but as far as the calls go, but I can definitely be available via text. So I'll put my number out there for sure.
Sounds good, brother. Uh, yeah, man. I mean, I guess that's it, y'all. I guess I'm gonna play this J Boogie joint, one of my favorite joints right now, and you know we'll get out of here. But let me just say once again, thank you to everybody for tuning in, supporting the show, for liking, subscribing, for continuing to show love, for continuing to support everything that we got going on, continuing to vote on the poll. You know, Mondays or Wednesdays, what your thought is. Um, and yeah, man. Man, back in my day, Nick Yak, but I'm washed now. I haven't picked up a basketball in freaking. The last time I picked up a basketball was actually in Atlantic City. We went out there to do a draft special with MBK, and that was where Eru played Tony Crow 1-on-1, and Sim played Big Bubba Isaiah 1-on-1. I mean, boy. Yeah, man, but yeah,
Never count yourself out though, bro. Because I'm telling you right now, my dad shocked me. My dad just turned 60. He still can dunk. And I don't know how. Because I
wow.
mean, and I'm talking like, because most of the time you hear people, once they really pass 40, it's difficult because your knees and stuff, the body. But I think for him, he's just stayed in a good enough shape, just a good enough shape to where he can still do that. So I still to this day, I feel like my dad will give me some trouble. So I don't ask him to even run the ones anymore now. Because he showed me that. I'm like, man, because I used to work out with him and stuff for tryouts for high school, middle school teams and that, and he would still be shooting, dunking, and stuff like that. So you never know, Unc. You might have it in the chamber. You just got to do some stretching, some calisthenics. You never know.
You're right. You never know. I mean, listen, that there's truth because I know when I was younger, my uncle was older. He used to come and give, let me tell you something. In cowboy boots, he gave us the business, and we thinking we good. Like he came and lit us up. I was like, hell no. But
Hey,
so you never know.
I'll never, and this is the last thing I'll say. I'll never forget one of the running stories that I have in my family. My dad has an older brother, and he actually played at Minnesota with Kevin McHale. And I'll never forget the times that they told me that man dropped people off in dress shoes. He would go out after work, or if it was a funeral, he went to the repast. I'm talking, he's giving buckets in dress shoes. So that's why I believe you. If you can hoop like that, it don't matter what type of shoes you got on your feet. You're gonna get buckets regardless.
Yeah, I mean, that you learn something. Like, and I thought that was that. See, those are the type of things that make stories and make relationships grow bigger. Because there's certain things you don't know. This is your family, and maybe certain things you haven't found out, and then you hear the stories or you witness it yourself. Like that day when we was out there playing, and we were playing Utah, whatever it was. Then and my uncle just happened to walk by. And he was looking at us, and he was smiling, and like I'm like, why he smiling like that? Like what's going on here? Then he's like, okay, I mean, y'all, I got next. I was like, what? And he had cowboy boots on. I wasn't taking my uncle. I ain't never seen my uncle play a game of ball, not a lick. He came on there and was lighting us up, and I was like, what is this dude shooting layups with cowboy boots? I felt horrible. I learned from that though. We learned. Anyway, yeah, man. Once again, I just want to thank everybody. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate all y'all. As I always say, tell a friend who tells another friend tells another friend. Still Knick fans, we'll be back again. Whether it be on Mondays or maybe Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Saturdays at 11:30-ish. Today was a little pushed back, pushed forward, should I say, but you get it. 11:30 for Know the Ledge. Or whenever we do something throughout the week, please continue to support us. The love is there from our side, and we know we see it from you guys. So thank you for everything, helping us grow. The road to 3K, the road to 5K, whatever it may be, continue to support. We appreciate you guys. Shout out to all y'all. Thank you once again. Pew pew. Thank you, L. Appreciate you. Thank you to all the mods out there. Y'all know who you are. Thank you for the love and support. Thank you to everybody that gave us generous super chats today. Thank you so much. And yeah, without further ado, let's get out of here on a really nice note. get us right with the on season. We in the off season for some, but no, for the Knicks, it's the on season. Shout out to my guy Jay Boogie once again for blessing me with this track and blessing us as a community with some more heat. Appreciate you guys. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day, man. The next 5 days, especially if you're in New York. I don't know how it is other places, but the weather is phenomenal over here now. So let's enjoy it. Take care, y'all. I'll catch y'all in the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Hey, yo, Boogie. Hey, yo, Boogie. They think when the season is over, the office don't put in that work. But we handling our business. Trades, drafts, signings. Hey, yo, God the God, talk to the people.
My enemy is necessary. Leon Rose stay working. Grind don't stop like bad breaks. Office stay working. 24/7, that's all night and day. There is no tomorrow, there is right away. No time off this on season. No time off this on season. No time off this on season. No time off this on season.
I told Leon and West this my on season at the summer league, new season after the summer league. I'm feeling good with the squad that's coming this year, but still I'm healing up from the wounds that short as last year. You know my name, Jay Boogs, I'm known to set it straight. Like Coach Tib at the games, he known to watch tape. The only coach at the games that never sit down with the hair comb to the side, swag from Midtown. The truth get told every time when I speak. Salute. 3 capital S's every time, that's me. When Rob died from the shy, you know I was sick. Amon Shepard, damn, I lost another Nick. I'm paraphrasing the sleeve on with this movie talk. That Brunson footwork look like Mike when he moonwalk. That Nick logo, my fashion colors, they orange blue. This episode called Fred Catch and Shoot. We're so different, never can be the same. Dexter Henry with the Flow Podcast, New York, we got game. My no looks in the booth, they assist you. Let it travel like Scott Foster, blowing this whistle.
Nick Challenge successful.
Damn, I got crazy bars. That left hand on the rim poster, John Starks. I'm reservating the finals coming next June. Club quarters, already I got 2 rooms.
My enemy is necessary. Leon Rose stay working. Grind don't stop like bad breaks. Office stay working. 24/7, that's all night and day. There is no tomorrow, there is right away. No time off this on season. 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 No time.
See, when y'all think he ain't working, all of a sudden he come with that boom. That's that office work. That's why we call this the on season. It's time to get them roses up. Get them Leon Roses up. 24-25.
My enemy is necessary. Leon Rose stay working. Grind don't stop like bad breaks. Office stay working.